guys, Aiken Bakers. Not a nice day today. We've had a beautiful week this week. I've been on holiday this week, but today's changed, but that's quite nice to have a cool day, especially when you've got to do some cooking. Now, in this lockdown, I've been practicing a few different cakes that I thought might be of interest when we go back. So I'm going to show you one of the ones that I've been doing. I've tried, and it's a very successful cake, and the recipe actually came from William Turnbull, so thank you, William, for this really nice moist chocolate tray bake. And I have an order for it, so that's why I'm making it today, to show you. I don't have to eat it, luckily, so can't get any more bigger. Right, so for this tray bake, it starts off with plain flour. I've written the recipe up on Ruby's chalkboard. Hopefully you can see that. So start off, I'll go slowly just in case you can't, and then you can write it down as we're going along. 210 grams of plain flour. Just gone over a tiny bit there. So it's been nice to have a week off away from teaching. Obviously I've missed seeing all my trainees, but I took the week off, so I thought I'd do some gardening. But it's been so hot this week, I haven't really been able to get out there at all, so it's been a bit of a shame in that respect. But it's been nice to have some time at home, and I've done a little bit of sunbathing, so I'm a little bit browner than I was before. So the next thing we're using is caster sugar. So that's 210 grams of plain flour, and now we're using 350 grams of caster sugar. Now I've had to translate this recipe because William sent it to me and it was all in cups, and I don't do cups, so I've been on the Google and I've managed to translate it all into what I call proper measurements. I'm sure you've all got cup measurements at home, but I don't have anything like that. Here we go, so 350. And I haven't got my apron on today because it's a bit hot in here, so I'm sorry about that. And if you look at my hair, I'm sporting something called a twisted bunny. Now, if anyone's interested, she'll probably kill me for saying this because that means she's going to get even more orders. But it's a friend of mine, Dawn, who's making them in Sudbury. I think she's so inundated at the moment that she's had to stop taking orders until the end of June. But check her out on Facebook. She's got a Facebook page, Twisted Bunnies. They're absolutely brilliant. I mean, you just put them in, twist them round, and that's it, and then they stay, and they seem to hold my hair in place. So for the duration of, until I get to the hairdressers, this is really good. So 90 grams of cocoa. Oh, that came out a bit quick at the end there, didn't it? So 90 grams. So this cake is very moist, but when you actually make it, it's very battery, very wet. You do wonder whether you've done all the right things. Just put the kettle on because I need boiling water. Okay. So where are we up to? Cocoa powder. The next thing is 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. It's 1.5 of those. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It's about 1/2 teaspoon. Just grind it up because it's quite coarse. The sea salt we have. Right, next thing, 2 eggs. And then we need 112 millilitres of oil. And we always use sunflower oil or vegetable oil at work, so that's what I've stuck to. Gosh, I'm going to get my glasses on for this. Right, 112. Okay, it's not that much. There we are, 112. 225 millilitres of milk. Where have I put the milk in? So in the oven I've got a carrot cake already, because that's part of this order. It's for a birthday party. 225. And then we want 225 of boiling water. Not far off. And we need a teaspoon of vanilla. Well, my vanilla is getting very near the end there, so just going to put a little bit of water in. Give it a shake. I think that will then have to go into the recycling, but that's lasted all down lockdown. There we are, that's the vanilla. See if I can get any more out. So William is one of our trainees when we're at work normally, but he hasn't been using our service, but he's a great friend of Dakin Baker's and he often sends me little messages and things, so it's nice that he sent me this recipe that I can now try out. So thank you, William, for this. So let's give it all a mix up. Still got to put 225 millilitres of boiling water in there. You can see already that it's quite a wet cake. Even with the extra water, it's going to be really wet. It has an icing on the top, this particular cake, that's got melted butter, water, cocoa, icing sugar, and it goes very fudgy, the icing on the top, so that makes it even more special. So on Friday this week I'm going to probably do another video of another chocolate cake. I'll make a chocolate cake for next weekend because we've hopefully got our first visitors coming to sit in the garden and see us. So I'll make a chocolate cake for that, but Jill's given me a recipe from her next door neighbour, so we'll try that one out next week and see which one we like the best. So there's my glasses. So 225 of boiling water. This jug's already had something else in it, that's why it's looking a bit murky. It's not really dirty. 225. There we go. Right. You can't believe this cake is ever going to come out all right because it is so wet. But I can assure you it does. We were thinking of doing it as a sandwich cake at work, but the first time I made it and tried it, I thought, no, we can't do that because it would just all run out the bottom of the tins, because we use loose bottom sandwich tins. I suppose if you had the silicone ones or ones that were solid, you could use it for that. But it is really battery. I don't know. It's very runny. Right, so this is going to go into this tin. And then it's going to be baked in a medium oven. I'm going to say until it's cooked because it seems to vary very much with this particular one. I'd say about 40 minutes to be on the safe side, but always test it with your knife, and if your knife comes out clean, or I use cocktail sticks at home because they only make a tiny little hole. Right, so now we're going to pour this in, and it is pour, look at it. And then that's going to go in the oven. And in my next video, I'm going to do a strawberry tart. that Angus's mum told me about. I'm going to make it for my pudding tonight, so that'll be my next video. Right, there we go. So that's all ready now to go in the oven. You can see the size tin I've got, and it's come about halfway up. So with the baking powder, that should fill the tin when it's cooked. But yes, don't go too small, because the last thing you want is for this all to boil out in the oven. Okay, so that's a very moist chocolate cake, and I'll do the icing when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so thanks a lot, Dakin Bakers. Speak to you soon. Bye.